is Avalon N, and I'm reporting for Kids First. And today I'm talking to Miia Harris, who plays Clawdeen Wolf, and Heather Laura Gray, who choreographed the film we will be talking about, which is Monster High 2. Miss Harris is known for acting in That Girl Lele and Just Beyond. Miss Gray is known for acting in The J Team and choreographing Needle in a Timestack. Welcome, Miss Harris and Miss Gray. Welcome, Miss Harris and Miss Gray.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So to start us, Miss Harris, what first drew you to wanting to work on Monster High 2?
Yeah, well, Monster High in general, I grew up loving Monster High. I had the dolls. I played it at recess. So really, I've been preparing my whole life for this. But, as an actor, it's exciting to get to portray any role and just step into a new world. So obviously, when Monster High came across my desk, and it's a world that I'm so familiar with and already had so much love for, it just made it all the more exciting. And then obviously the first movie was such an incredible experience. So I was very excited to get to do it a second time around.
Well, that sounds really amazing. And then Miss Gray, how did you get involved in this project?
Well, I actually got the call to interview for this movie, the first one, after I had choreographed Jojo Siwa's The J Team. And so that was like an amazing, call to get just to even interview for it. And so when I interviewed, I had pitched all, my ideas and to see if I was the right fit. And yeah, when I got that call, I was like, okay, let's go.
That also sounds amazing. And Miss Harris, what would you say was your biggest challenge during filming?
Yeah, I guess the biggest challenge is just there's so many components to Monster High, right? When you're creating this fantastical world that is so far from reality, there's so many elements to bring it to life, like costumes and hair and makeup, contact lenses, and then it's a movie musical, so we also have singing and dancing, and then there's acting. And so I guess the most challenging thing was just like bringing all these components together and making it look very effortless and seamless. But it also made it very exciting. It's a really fun challenge to have.
Well, personally, I love the movie, so I think you all did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Gray, I loved the choreography in this film. What was your inspiration for this choreography?
Thank you. I have a background in all different dance genres, and I absolutely love, crafting character. I also was an actor, and so finding that like in between of, dynamic and visceral movement that, carries us on the journey of the dramatic storyline and also really embodies each character. Um, I was pulling from many like street styles and traditional musical theater, and we added in I added in some whacking and a little bit of voguing, and it's like a melange, of many different things. But it's so much has to do too with the music and what that's the vibe, whatever the vibe is there. So it's really like a soup, that is such a fun challenge to figure out. But I'm so happy to hear that it's something you enjoyed.
Yeah, it was really amazing. So, Miss Harris, what was it like filming some of the special effects scenes without the special effects actually being there?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's a super interesting thing to experience. For sure. I think I can definitely give all the accolades to our director, Todd Holland. The fact that he had such a clear vision for everything is really what made it possible. Because even though things weren't actually happening before my eyes, I knew exactly what it was going to look like because of him and because of the way he presented it to me. Specifically, a thing is with Deuce's snakes, right? When we're recording it, there's nothing there. And I remember on the first movie, Todd coming to me and being like, you need to have a relationship with the snakes. And I was like, okay. And he was like, and there's nothing there. And I was like, got it. And my relationship with the snakes continued into the second movie. But it's just like that sort of verbiage and the way that he has you envision it makes it feel so real. And then when you see it happening, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it was very impressive.
Thank you.
So Miss Gray, what was your process like for teaching the actors the choreography?
Well, this is what's great. I mean, a choreographer's job is many things, but one of them is, of course, like the design and the collaboration of the script and the director. But then from there, yes, it's creating a schedule. I create a schedule that I feel like we can teach, my team can teach each actor. So every single character needs time, individual time, and then we need time together because we can't all just learn it at once. Everyone has different abilities and different learning styles. So my amazing assistants, Randa and Milena, they were, I'm always in the space guiding, but they basically download everything that I've choreographed and then they help teach it to every actor. And along that, I made it a valuable thing is to do a little bit of conditioning. So making sure we're strengthening their ankles because they're dancing on these major platforms, right? But dance is meant to look effortless, but it really isn't. There's so much that's required. So core strength, we did a little bit of like warm up every day and awareness. So it's really in a 2-week window. These actors are absorbing a lot. They are so committing. All of their, energy and everything is being layered, right? Everything they know about the story, the character, and then learning this choreography and embedding it into the music is a lot. But they killed it.
Yeah. So, Miss Harris, are there any behind the scenes stories you can share from working on this film?
Oh my gosh. I mean, endless, honestly. I'm trying to think of what a good one would be. Um, I always laugh at there's this scene in the second movie where it's after Draculaura goes to the human world with the witches and who's there? Deuce, Frankie, Cleo, Laguna, Heath, and Claudine. They're all at breakfast, kind of debriefing and figuring out like what do we do now? And I just remember that day, I think it might have been a Friday after a long week. We were all so giddy and it's also fun to do ensemble work because you're just with everybody. And we just kept breaking character and in between takes we were just dying laughing, which is probably annoying, but it was just it was such a good day. We were all just so happy to be there, and I just all the cast members, they're like family, and so it's just a sweet memory.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun though. So Miss Gray, do you have a favorite song that you choreographed from this movie?
Yeah, I would definitely say song number 3, You Don't Know What You Don't Know, because it's nothing that we done in the first movie in that, it's such a heightened place of conflict in the film. And, to have these two characters or one of our new characters go head to head with Clawdeen, they really had to show up. So we literally have a dance battle on our hands, and incorporating the flashlights and the fact that the lights are going on and off in the whole space. And it was just, we did lifts and there was just a lot going on. And it just led to such a powerful, energy filled, dynamic number. So it was a lot of fun.
Okay, and to finish this off, can either of you tell me what you hope audiences will take away from Monster High 2?
Yeah. I hope that people feel the love of the movies and of the Monster High community. The beautiful thing is that I think Monster High gives us a place where we can all be our true, authentic selves. We do not need to put up walls. We do not need to pretend to be anybody that we're not. And not only should you be yourself, but you are going to be loved and appreciated for doing that. So I just hope when people watch it, they feel empowered and they feel confident enough to be able to just rock on and be their true selves.
Thank you so much for speaking with me, Miia Harris and Heather Laura Gray. You can watch Monster High 2 now on Paramount Plus and DVD. I'm Avalon N, reporting for Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our Kids First channel so you don't miss any interviews or reviews.